Hello, my name is Carsten Hansen, and this is a demo that is coming from the IBC show here in 2017. And I tried to make a video. Of course, it's a little difficult with the video because at the IBC we had a full 7.1 with 4 speakers in the ceiling and 3 subs. So it was a real live demonstration. Here I can only show you the graph, I can show you the video, and I can make a little explanation. But there is a trade-off with this demonstration, that the original audio from the movie is delayed, but the display response time corresponds to original movie. So I hope you can bear with that. First of all, to start what we are looking at, we are looking at the screenshot of a DKT7, and you can see I'm sourcing a MADI input. The SDI input can be reprogrammed to be a MADI input. So you can go into the menu, you can go into the setup menu, and you can go and say, let me see, the SDI input. You can see, you can select it to be between SDI input, a conventional MADI stream, so you can consider that to be MADI channel or organized, or you can use the speaker map configuration. And I'm using the speaker map configuration for this demo. So first of all, I switch that back. You can see a speaker map here. This is channel number 1 in the MADI stream. This is channel number 2, channel number 3, 4 is a sub, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10, 11, and 12. You can see the coloring is important. The 1 to 8, they are all colored green, and the starfish that you will see in a short while, it's also green, corresponding to the audio in that level. The ceiling level, that's blue, and you also have a third level. You have a third level, a floor level, which you can see, and you have some filters you can put on. So if you only want to look at the head level, you can do that. If you only want to look at the ceiling level, you can do that, or the floor level. It's also possible to organize the display to show the speaker locations, or you can work it with logical naming sectors. The benefit with working with name sectors is that that's universal. In this case, I have 12 speakers plus 3 subs, but you can configure this to show any number of speakers, but in the naming display, the display will look the same. So even if you're working with conventional 5.1 surround sound, 7.1, 8.1, ATMOS, any number of speakers, this display will look the same. Then you also have a feature where you can look at the MADI level. More about later. So I switch back to the speaker, and I can run the movie. This is a movie that will take 12 minutes in total. There are different sequences, and I will leave you watching a little to begin with. First, the movie will start to bring audio in the right ceiling speaker. That will move to the left, and then you have a rocket launch, which you can see how that works, and you have some dialogue. So I will leave you watching the first minute for yourself. So I will switch to the original ATMOS.
We have main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Tom. Look, Celia, we have to follow our passions. You have your robotics, and I just want to be awesome in space.
Why don't you just admit that you're freaked out by my robot hand?
I'm not freaked out by it's. All right, fine. I'm freaked out. I'm having nightmares that I'm being chased by these giant robotic claws.
Whatever, Tom. We're done.
Robot's memory synced and locked.
This is pretty freaky.
On this scene, all the audio is coming from the ceiling. And so I'm using the green layer, the head layer, as a conventional surround sound layer for the dialogues and effects. And the ceiling level is only used for, or I can say mainly used for, to generate the ambience feeling in the listening environment. But while this scene, this is a little quiet, and it comes out, of course, on this movie without having the ceiling speakers separately, a little tame compared to the real performance. But let's take a look at what the other items that are visible on this list display. First of all, you can see the total loudness score. And the total loudness score is the total loudness of all the speakers you have in your environment. So this movie is done with 20 dB dynamic range, which is quite wide, more than you normally can put in a home theater. So it comes out with a large dynamic range. And the principle, the way it works is that if you have only one audio object and you move it around, it will give you the same loudness score. So the more audio objects you have, the higher score you will get. And so it's your job as a mixer to make sure that you don't blow the audience away when you're moving objects. The next thing you can see is the template. The template I'm using. You can specify your own template. If I close this,
are you ready?
You're
ready. You're a
right click here. So you can see I can go and I can define some templates. They are really text files which you can generate yourself. The text is your own text, and the way that the speakers are organized reflects the position in the room in meters, feet, or whatever in an XYZ format. And I've just provided some formats. One of the other things that you can see that I also have an upmix, and the upmix function is quite important. When you look at this ceiling level here, that is perfectly round to make sure that you have equal distribution of surround sound in your room. But this only comprises of 4 sectors, but it will still generate a circle. So whatever number of speakers you have in the ceiling, I will always calculate it to be circular if the audio is distributed homogeneous. Okay, we can switch a little back to the main audio because it's a little interesting. He's Tom, and he has traveled now 40 years in time, and now he's going to meet this robot once again. And it's a little scaring exercise.
And action! Memory override in progress.
You're a jerk, Tom.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Look, Celia, we have to follow our passions. You have your robotics, I just want to be awesome in space.
Okay, they're coming. 2 minutes left.
2 minutes.
Speed it up, Tom! Vivacissimo!
Why don't you just admit that you're freaked out by my robot hand?
Listen, Celia, I was young and a dick, but that's no reason to destroy the world.
Why does he do this?
We already tried that one.
You broke my heart.
I know,
You forgot me on Earth.
I know.
I should just crush you.
I'm sorry.
Okay, you can see this is not an ideal girlfriend. But nevertheless, going back, the next thing you can see is that you always have an indication of the MADI status of the incoming. I say you always have. This is a free thing, because if I click on this option, I can change this text line to be whatever I want, because this system is not only a ATMOS, it's everything. It's a waveform monitor. It will do everything. You can program it, because if you go into it's a touch screen, so I right click once again here to put this away. You can see you can go into the system manager and software and program manager. There's a lot of items, and you can see all the different things you can install into the unit. So this unit is actually will accept AES inputs, analog inputs, surround sound, spectrum analyzer, all these kind of things that you normally would have. But of course this demo is mainly concentrated on the ATMOS feature of the unit. So I'll switch it back.
Memory override at 90%.
This is just for my information. These are the numbering of the test sequences I have on the movie. So the movie is around 12 minutes
World's
long,
changed, Celia.
and it has a test sequence, surround sound test sequence where you can check it, and you can download the movie and play it on a VLC player. That's what I'm using. And you can also, if you have a unit, this can run on any unit, be demonstrated on any DKT7 with the latest revision of the software. So you can do it as a live demonstration. Here, when at timecode 10, there's a surround sound scanning of all the channels. So I will switch back to the original audio, and you can see how what that looks like.
This is the delivery.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, As you may notice, I have 2 channels and only 1 signal here. The reason for that is that I'm doing a down mix because of this video demo. I'm taking all the channels and I'm down mixing that in output number 6 and output number 12. Output number 6 is for the right hand channels, and output number 12 is the sum of the left hand channels. So you have to ignore that on this video. It's only because I want to be able to bring all channels into down to a stereo stream. So here, this is redundant, right? This is the signal that is carrying the channel that is carrying the signal. Okay, that's about the end of this demonstration. Once we have circled all the channels, and feel free to write me or to contact me if you have any questions in this regard. And I can tell you the film is an open source movie which you can find on the internet and you can download free. I have modified the audio, which is perfectly in accordance with the rules, and I even met the producer of the movie in Amsterdam a week ago, and he was quite pleased with my audio. It was different, but he was pleased.